What's good with y'all, boys? Welcome back to the episode of Rand Call Everything Sports Podcast. Hey, a new season has come upon us, baby. NBA season time. Today we're going to break down our preseason award predictions. So, big season, a lot of new players, a lot of action. So, Ray, who do you have for your Rookie of the Year prediction?
My rookie of the year is a player that had a lot of hype, and a lot of people started getting down on him with the G League, and then now seeing him in the preseason, I think everybody's back to where they were. I think me and Kyle are probably gonna be the same here, and that is Victor Wembanyama, coming in at 7'4", offensively and defensively just a stud. Has the flexibility of a little guy. That's why I think he's going to be more durable this year than most players we've seen at his length. So I think he'll be able to hold up. I think it'll be a runaway from the start, and I think he'll make a run for MVP this year. Actually,
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to bet against that, man. My biggest concern, like you said, he is more flexible and more durable than people think. But the injuries are the only way that he does not run away with this award. Like you said, 7'4", he's agile, can dribble, shoot, rebound. There are reports saying that by year three he could be the best offensive and defensive player in the league, and we've only seen that one time with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So I mean, this guy's a freak. In the preseason, he's averaging 19 points per game, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 blocks, and 1 steal, and that's with significantly cut minutes. So I know this is hypothetical, but if you were to translate him to his regular minutes, he'd be averaging 33 points per game, 8.3 rebounds, 2.6 assists, 1.7 steals, and 4.9 blocks. Like I said, that's a big hypothetical, but that just goes to show what we're dealing with Victor Wembanyama. So and like I said, Scoot Henderson, he's legit. I think there's a way where he can win this as well as Chet Holmgren for the OKC Thunder. He's considered a rookie because he was hurt last year. But I mean, I think if Victor Wembanyama stays healthy, he will run away with this award.
yeah, it's not very often we see any player, especially a first-year rookie, come in and be able to guard point guards from the three-point line. And then with all that length, he's got it's hard to get around him. Then you try to fade back, and he's jumping 14 feet in the air to block your shot at its peak. I mean, it's a very hard player to play against from any position. And then you get down in the paint, you have him dunking from outside the restricted area, calling for lobs from a three-point line. Just offensively, I mean, you can't play back and try to expect him to drive on you and try to get in the paint because he's going to step back and shoot a three. So, I mean, it's just a player that's impossible to guard and a player that's impossible to score on. So, the Spurs are going to have a real talent with him this year with Victor Wembanyama.
All right, y'all. Moving on to our defensive player of the year predictions. Right, who is your defensive player of the year prediction?
My defensive player of the year prediction actually comes as probably a surprise to a lot of people. I have Anthony Davis this year.
Don't pick. Let's go, baby.
I believe that Anthony Davis. I also believe the Lakers are going to be good this year.
Yes, sir.
I think that this team is going to be more healthy and more complete than they've been the last 2 years. So I genuinely believe that Anthony Davis, I mean, averaging 3 blocks per game in the postseason, I think it's going to translate to this year, and he's going to be just right in that same situation. He's a force in the paint. The problem is, can he stay healthy? If he can stay healthy, I think he'll win this award, and that's why I have him win it because I believe he will stay more healthy this year than he's been the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, that is a great pick. Y'all will come to realize that I'm a big, not only Lakers, it's mainly LeBron, but I really like this pick for the reason you said. I mean, in the playoffs, he really stepped it up. 3 blocks, 1 steal, and 11 rebounds per game. He has that unique ability to be able to turn it on, turn it off. A lot of times you have a great game, have 2 bad games, have 3 great games, have 4 bad games. That's the biggest thing for me. He has all the talent in the world. He's never had a season where he's under a one-on-one defensive rating. That's unheard of. He's a freak. He has all the tools. I mean, he's so agile. He's so quick. He's so just timid on his feet, and he has a great ability to be able to contest shots without fouling. And I mean, he can guard in the perimeter as well. This guy's a freak in nature. I mean, he's legit. But like the biggest thing you said is, can he stay healthy? And I think LeBron's getting older, so he's really gonna have to take the baton and be the leader of this team and be able to play, I don't know, 65, even maybe 70 games. And I think if he does do that, if he shows up and just be consistent, like he can be, I think he'll be able to really win this award.
I think a lot of players, people have them inside of his top 10 when he's healthy. I mean, he's a very good player. He's been a good player. It's just the injuries. Like Zion. Everybody knows Zion's a force, but he can't stay healthy. Everybody knows Anthony Davis is a force. He just can't stay healthy. So if we can get if we can get Anthony Davis to stay on the floor, I think he's going to be one of, if not the best defensive players in the nation this year.
Moving on to the biggest award, the MVP, right? Who do you have for your MVP prediction?
So we're 2 for 2 now. We're on the same page so far. Here's where we're going to take a little skew.
A
I have
major Steve.
Jason Tatum winning this award. I think he's just starting to continue to grow in his own. I mean, he's been looking like rookie Jason Tatum and just continue to grow. Still looking like a little kid though, and now he's starting to become a man. He's starting to really start to lead that Celtics team. He's the best player on that loaded roster, and I think last year if they would have been a little bit more complete, not only they won the championship, but they also would have. He would have been in that at least top 2 last year. Finishing 4th last year, coming in now having Porzingis and having Bradley Beal. I think they're going to have a more complete team, and I think Jason Tatum's going to be able to lead that team in everything, and I think he'll end up winning this award. I don't know that he won't have it secured by midway through the year, kind of like Porzingis did.
Porzingis?
You know what I meant.
I did. But my thing is he may have finished 4th, but similar to the NFL voting, you get votes. He probably had maybe 5% of the votes. There were 3 guys far ahead of him, So, which, I mean, and he could win it. I don't think that at all. I'm sure his odds are ridiculous because he's not going to win it. But for my MVP prediction, it makes him a little out of left field. But I have Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He has the unique ability to be able to score, play make. I mean, he's not a great defender, but just his scoring and playmaking in itself is ridiculous. He averaged 32, 8, and 8 last year. His team did make playoffs, which was a huge hit for not only his career and his legacy, but I mean him as a player. He came into last year out of shape. He looked bad. His first really month and a half was terrible. So I think he got a little embarrassed because he was favored last year to win this award, and he came in and let pretty much everybody down. So I think this year, a full year under Kyrie Irving now, full off season. They made a few moves too. I don't think they'll be much of a contender, but I think he'll start, he'll shine, he'll put up crazy numbers, and he'll come into this season, recovered, rested, and in shape, and ready to dominate like we know he can.
Yeah, I think Luke was always up in that conversation, so it wouldn't surprise me if we saw him win this year. I think the Nuggets are going to be good too, make another deep run. But just to go back to your point, since you said the odds will be ridiculous, he's actually 4th in preseason. So
yeah,
not too crazy. Only 1 spot behind your guy, Luka Doncic, and over Joel Embiid and Kevin Durant. So
Joel Embiid's definitely not going to win it because he's a disappointment in the playoffs, and he's ridiculous. I'm not a big fan of Joel Embiid.
All I'm saying, some other people on the same page as me going to go put a little bread on Jason Tatum winning MVP this year.
Hey, we love charity work.
Lock in. Hey, low-key might see if I can make a little parlay. Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, MVP.
Well, I mean, listen, how we make just a separate 2-man with, the good picks, AD and Wemby.
Hey, all I'm saying, JT is going to make a believer out of everybody this year. JT and JB,
Good.
top 3 duo in the league. Come on, baby.
One guy can't even dribble left.
Hey, and both guys are elite scorers.